Hey, welcome back to another episode of Your True Sons, brought to you by the Players Lounge. I am Kevin Rutland, one of your hosts, here with Sean Weatherspoon and Jeremy Maclin. Let's get right into it, man. This is following a loss to another top 10 team, and we haven't been very good against the top 10 teams lately. Give me your initial thoughts, J Mac.
Since you was there.
Yeah, like, really? Oh my goodness, it's been that long that we've beaten the top 10 teams since I was there. So we're just not getting it done against the better competition within our conference. What are you thinking initially, J Mac? What you got for me?
Well, it's just unfortunate because I think, other than the A&M game, like the other three were winnable, man. You know what I mean? And just, I think that's the frustrating part is that we haven't figured out a way to win those close ball games against those really, really good teams. It seems like in those gotta have it moments, right? We've just come up short. And honestly, it's been offensively, right? It just, man, at the end of the day, man, we're just way too conservative. I know you can look on the final stat sheet and you can see we threw the ball 35, 36 times, but like it's not like it's not a fluid like in rhythm 36, man.
No,
It's
it's
like
not.
having to do it, and I don't really want to, but we got to do it. And I don't know, man. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it's, I don't know. Man, it's the same thing every week, and I don't know. It's just unfortunate. Honestly, it's just
So
unfortunate.
yeah, it looks like offensively, I think we already saw this coming with all of the better teams. You're not gonna run the ball. Like it's not gonna allow that. You know, like Hardy's not gonna beat the best team, right? He's capable of beating the best team if you can spread the team out. But I don't know if he can just come out there, hey guys, I'm getting the ball, come stop me. Against the Oklahomas, the Bamas, the Vandies, the A&Ms, they're going to stop you, right? Spoon, defense actually played a good game. Like defense showed up, and they've been showing up, which is why it hurts sometimes to lose games 17-6. But talk about the defense and how they are able to keep on going in the midst of the offensive struggles.
It takes me back to when I played in the Big 12 and when I went to the Senior Bowl and the Combine and the SEC guys are, they talking about how their conference is and
Yeah.
it's built on defense. So if you don't put a good defense out there, you're gonna get dog walking this conference, and it's gonna be so hard on offense. It's gonna be so hard on offense that it's gonna the discrepancy between the units is gonna show because everybody has got a good defense. Everybody's got a good defensive coordinator. Everybody's got great athletes, and you got to figure out a way to put your offensive athletes in the best situation for them to be successful. And I think, the defense has done a great job. They've come out each and every week and given us their all. And when you look at them statistically, they've done a great job all season. Only a few, just a few things that we talked about earlier this year, just big plays, eye
Yeah.
discipline, things like that. Like the big play kind of came back to get us. If we can just keep that down to a minimum, then I believe, the offense has one or two drives that could win a game, just like the Auburn game, but
Yeah.
ultimately we couldn't put that together on the road in Norman, and it showed, man. But hats off to the defense. We know Coach Batoon is going to be a guy that other schools are going to be looking at because he's done a great job in Missouri. And I think keeping him at Mizzou is something that's something that we definitely need to do because he's making a name for himself, and the unit is they have an identity, and that's that Death Row D that they have at the zoo.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of tough because you're rooting for Coach Batoon as a man, right? I want him to have the best opportunity possible. But at the same time, the defense is so good, it's like, don't leave because I don't want to start over. I like to see this carry over to next year. Or, even sometimes now, some guys are leaving even before the season is over and they're going to work on, their next job while bowl games are going on. So, Coach Batoon, shout out to you, man, but just don't leave so soon. Don't leave so soon. So, talk to me, both of y'all, about what are we seeing? Where does the team go from here? We've kind of had the same song and dance, I would say, for the entire year, with the exception of Kansas. We've had the same song and dance, man. We're gonna run the ball. Penalties getting behind the chains are gonna hurt us. And now we are kind of stuck until we punt it or kick a field goal, even which that is kind of up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too late to make a change? Is this the hand we're dealt? What can we do? Jamie, you shaking your head. Please
Right,
give me something.
this is who we are. Like the
Mm.
best case scenario is you win the last two, you win the last game of the season, the rival game against Arkansas, and then you win the bowl game. Like ain't nothing to change. What we changing for?
How do you win these games?
Well, I think you go out there and you do what we've been doing, and you just try to do it a little bit better, right? Like at the end of the day, like
Mm.
you got to find ways to run the football, right? And and create the play when you can create it. Beating Arkansas, like on paper, we're better in pretty much every category. We should win that football game, but
Hmm.
it's a rival game, one thing I do know that when you get in those situations, you talk about rival games and all that. I think Drink does a good job of getting his teams up and ready to play for those games. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
and here's the deal: they're not going to quit. Like I said, I think that um, like I say, he does a good job of motivating his guys. So, we went into a hostile environment at Oklahoma, who's riding high. They have a really good defense as well.
I do.
Um, so, we came up short, but like at the end of the day, like for the future of Missouri football, like we want to figure out ways to win these games. And right
Mhm.
now, we've just really the last 2 years we've fallen short.
Yeah. Let me backtrack a little bit. 17-6 versus Oklahoma, who was I think number 8 at the time.
Mhm.
That you played well defensively. You played well, right? Now Oklahoma's not known for filling up the stat sheet offensively. That's just not who they are either.
Mhm.
But I will give a shout out to this Missouri team for going into Oklahoma and making it a competitive game
Mhm.
for the majority of the game, right? So Spoon, where do you think we go from here? Going into playing Arkansas and then navigating this whole bowl game situation. Where do we go from here?
I think we really have to just love on each other, man. This is that time where everybody's calling out who's doing good, who's not doing good, who's the reason,
Mm,
this, that, and the third, right? So you got to come
yeah,
closer in this moment than you have all year because this is when it really gets tough. When pretty much everything that you've desired all year long is pretty much out of there, other than finishing on a strong note.
yeah,
And so I think, with these young men and the climate of college football, with the NIL and the transfer portal, I think it's very key to bring them in close, love on them, and get them ready to play. Make it fun, make it
yeah.
fun. A little starburst on kickoff return, a little Jameis Winston throwback pass that they pulled off yesterday in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's just ways to make the game fun, get these kids motivated, and make sure you put the best thing out there on the field so that moving forward, the other kids because I'm seeing the 4 stars decommit from Louisville to join the
Yeah.
Tigers. I'm seeing the guys saying, "Hey man, Mizzou got something good going on, and I think I can be the difference," and that's what you
Yep.
want to
Mm-hmm.
that's what you want to see in that recruiting trail. So it looks a certain way. The defense has been our bread and butter. Let's
Mm-hmm.
continue to do that. Let's make it a little bit more fun on offense, a little bit more creative, just so you go into the game with a better feeling about what may happen. And I think ultimately right now it's gonna be Petrino against Drinkwich, man.
Yeah.
Drink I think Drink's got family down in that area. I heard they were talking about some of the family showing up in Razorback gear a couple years ago. But I hope
Yeah.
they all come into black and gold and
Mm-hmm.
show out for Eli and represent the Tigers so we can go out there and get a win, man. But I hope to be in the building, man. I'm going to Mizzou. I'm going to Kansas City this week for Thanksgiving. And I'm hoping I can stop in Arkansas and check that game out, man. So it'll be a good one.
Hey, you mentioned some decommits. Is it too soon to talk about the recruiting trail and the transfer portal? What we need to get over that hump next year, or are we gonna
Ooh.
save that until after the season? What do you think? What do you
I
think,
Ooh.
Spoon?
I don't listen. Spoon said it last week, and I'm not gonna say it, but like I'm not. I personnel wise, I think we all right.
We got it.
I mean,
It's
I
there.
don't know. I think maybe you talk about the quarterback position, but I don't think that's very fair, especially when you're in a quarterback battle, right? One of the
Mm-hmm.
guys gets hurt, so the other guy automatically gets thrown into that role, right? He gets hurt, right? Our backup didn't have our third string quarterback, who's going to be a really good player. He didn't have a whole senior year of high school ball because he was hurt. Like so, I don't think it's fair to judge that position. I
Okay.
personnel wise, I mean, I don't. I mean,
You think we're
I don't
fine?
think we're slacking. Yeah, I really got an
We
NFL tight end. We got an NFL. We got two guys on the line that's gonna play in the NFL. We got NFLers all across our defense.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I
We're
hadn't
gonna
thought.
get another great back. We
Yeah, we
know
got an
that.
Yeah.
NFL back,
There, there's
and we're
gonna
not
be
even
another
sure if
back.
he's gone. Is he for sure leaving?
No, I think
He might
so.
not even for sure leave.
I think he's a sophomore. I
Right.
don't know if he can
That's
leave,
what I'm saying. He
It's
can't
but
interesting.
leave.
he can transfer. So
Ooh.
that's the question.
For
That
what
is the
though? You're
question.
second lead nation running back in
Here,
the nation. First,
I'll give
second.
you a
Come
couple
on.
First.
things. I'll give you a couple things. Money and
Yeah,
wins.
Yeah.
yeah, but
They
Like,
got.
Good old faithful gonna pay him. They
They
know
gonna
that.
pay.
They gonna pay
well,
him.
well, 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 yes, but
Okay. And
comparatively
then,
speaking, what if Texas comes calling? What if Georgia comes calling? What if
Ooh,
Ohio
Texas.
State comes
but
calling?
here's the deal though. Like, and this is the thing. Like, other than the A&M game, we had chances to win every single last one of the games we're talking about here. So,
I'm
I
with you, but
forget.
I'm talking about the money.
they're gonna pay him top dollar. They're gonna pay him top running back dollar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. People are wondering.
easy,
Like
bro.
earlier, we talked about
Easy,
Alugbade.
easy.
We talked about Alugbade earlier
I'm
in
scared
the
that
in the
he's leaving
season.
too. Yeah.
K Rep was like, bro, man, I heard Drink in the presser like talking about. Oh, don't worry, we got something for them guys. Like,
Yeah.
you best believe they gonna open up them pocketbooks to make sure those guys are compensated because it's I mean it's an issue now, right?
It is an issue.
So you got to do what you got to do. You don't let good players walk out your building if you can prevent that.
So my question is though, there's got to be a number that Ohio State can reach, that Texas can reach, that Georgia can possibly reach, that A&M could probably even reach, that we can't. Is that the case, or am I am
I
I,
don't
am
think
I
so.
ahead of
I don't think
myself?
so.
No, not for one player. Maybe a whole roster size. Like, yeah, you may have enough more money to fund your roster, but I can
Mm-hmm.
pay you top. I can pay one player top dollar. And here's the deal: I don't think Missouri is that far off from like the head honchos that have the money out there. There's a lot of money
Really?
going around, bro. They were talking about giving the pitcher from Oklahoma, right? $1 million.
Yeah.
Now we
Straight
not
up.
spending like Texas Tech right now, but
Yeah. That's what
you
I'm talking
you
about.
best
Like,
you best believe that if they got to go to the mattress and find something that the resources are there. The resources are there. They $250 million in that end zone.
mhm.
I mean, yeah, man, we can put that on layaway a little bit. Take some of that out, and throw that at a couple
it,
So
ball
it's
players.
it's
Keep them
it's
in
one of those things where like because he is who he is. Like I said, bro, if we win just two of those games, if we're sitting at 9-2 right now,
New York City,
Hardy's very well into the Heisman race.
New
So
York
like
City.
I
definitely,
mean,
definitely.
what more else can you want? Like they gonna find the money for him.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
if he
Okay.
don't
Then
if they haven't already done it, that's what's so crazy.
Mm.
okay.
Like
Well, watch this. Watch this. Well, then let's play on the second thing. Wins.
mm,
If I go to Ohio State, I know I'm gonna get to 10. If I
Yeah.
go to Georgia, I'm gonna be in a dogfight to get to 10, but I'm likely to get there. A&M is on a high horse. If money won't do it, and I want to win games, do I leave? What would I'm opposed to two former great players. What would you
I'm
have
I'm
done
I'm gonna give
to
it to you
Matt?
like
What would
this.
you have
I'm
done,
gonna give it to
Spoon,
you
in
like
his
this.
shoes, in somebody's shoes? Yeah.
Hey, after '07, when we lost both of those games to Oklahoma, right?
Yes.
In my head, I'm like, we could have won those games if X, Y, and Z would have happened, right? I
Yes.
didn't feel like I just got my butt kicked. I'm staying put, like, because I know how close we were. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we got the Piakest interception, the fourth quarter of that first game is a different story. It's 14-14 at halftime. I'm not thinking about leaving because
Yeah.
we got it here.
Different seasons. You're sitting at 7-4 on either of
Yes,
those seasons.
but you lost 27. You lost by 3 points against Bama at home with a chance to win the game with the ball in your
Mm-hmm.
hands. You lost to Vandy by 1 yard. You were in a game against Oklahoma and you felt like
One play
yeah, what?
busted open, and then a punt out your end zone, and then
Okay.
You see
they
what I'm
Okay.
score
saying?
14
So like
points that quick.
J Mac,
that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm not like jumping off the top rope like upset, but like at some point though, Ron, I'm with you. At some point you have to win these games, and we haven't done that over the last 2 years.
and
So I'm with you
this is
with
why,
that.
right. This is why I feel like I started with the wrong person first. I'm gonna go to Spoon because it's more applicable for him because he played defense. So you're playing on a Tigers defense that is really standout. but you're still not getting the job done.
We're talking about Hardy though. We're talking about, you didn't start talking about them boys on defense. You was talking about
You
Hardy.
gotta flip it.
Okay.
You gotta flip it now, right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
our team climate was a lot different. It was
True.
the offense was the guys. Now our defense is the guys. So I mean, for me, I kind of felt like, man, I don't want to let these guys down. We got to hold our weight over here. We got to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And I know we're going
Yeah.
against, we're going against some guys at Oklahoma. I mean, let's just be real. Like
Yeah,
we're a little
dogs.
bit outmatched, up front, to be honest. But my whole thing was like, man, I got to do it for them. I got to do better. So if I'm rushing for 300 yards, and then
Talk
I
to
come
me.
out and rush for 52 yards or, whatever. I'm not going to just take that wholly on me, like that's me. But I'm like, come on, O-line, we got to hold up our end of the bargain too, and that's how I felt being across from, Biletnikoff finalists and Mackey Award winners and Heisman finalists on my team. That was that feeling. It was like, man, we ain't doing enough, So hopefully that drives you to want to come back because how close you are. You take 3 or 4 plays, like Max said, it's a totally different season, man. Even watching the Oklahoma game, I mean, we're sitting there thinking about if we're gonna go for it on 4th and 2 or 4th and 3. I want to say in the red zone, right?
Go for it.
We decide we going for it, right? We hit a motion, boom, boom. They call a timeout.
Yeah.
First we call the timeout, right? Then they call the timeout. And then after that, we come out to kick it, and the first kick wasn't the best kick, so I kind of would already put it on the shelf, So I feel like it's the margin for the season, for the results of these games has been so tight that if you're a competitor like I am, but if you're a businessman like some of these kids are, and I understand that, Kevin, but the grass ain't always greener. We're going to give you the ball 25 times and you average almost 14, 15 yards a carry. What O-line you going to go for in the SEC or in another conference and think you're going to get the ball like this, like you doing at Missouri?
That's a good
What
point.
sense does it make?
That's a good point. Good point. Well, then what about somebody like Trotter on the defensive side? Does he does he hang around as a sophomore, or does he jump ship?
He's the anchor.
He is the anchor.
He's
He
the
can be
anchor.
at a lot
Scouts
of
already
schools.
calling me.
He'll be
Scouts
a junior.
already calling me. Hey, I
He'll
like
be a
him.
junior next year.
I like him.
Junior.
Dad's a really good dude. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't see Dad encouraging him to jump ship again. I just don't.
Now, if they got to go to the board, if they got to go to the drawing board, Sheriff Pike.
I just don't.
Sure.
Don't, bro. I'm telling you right now, like, Mizzou ain't really lost guys that they wanted to lose, like that they didn't want to lose.
And
They
bro,
haven't really lost in the point.
Yeah, I
Kevin.
would say outside of the wideout a few years ago, who went to Georgia, and then we kind of never heard of him again. Yeah, which I think turns out to be a mistake for him. But you're right, we're not losing guys that we need to have. I would agree.
And we should. And the way we played, offensively, special teams wise, we done got everything we deserve. Like we right where we at. Like if you look at it, ain't like we did some things that we like, man, I can't believe it's still some plays that could have went one way or the other, but it's not like, we're so dang good that we can go out there and kind of beat you almost with one hand behind our back, kind of in a sense, with the way we've moved the ball through the air.
But you get Ohio State and Texas A&M. They've been so good, they can drop their next 2 and they still in the playoffs. So like
it's levels. It's
levels. Well, look, let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. Both of you guys have said it's not personnel. What changes? What has to change? If the players in the locker room, the players who strap them up and go out there on Saturdays and they play and they give it their all, if these are the right players, I'm not saying they are not, what do we do differently? Like, do we go into experience is one. I'll give you that.
It's experience.
I like that. I like experience. I think even the teams we were on, we got better as we kept playing. You know what I mean? Like next season. Go ahead, Spoon.
Remember we talked to Drink off the record. He's talking about the quarterback situation. He's speaking of characteristics of both quarterbacks. This one I know I can take care of the ball a little bit better. This one, man, he might try this, make a play like so explosive that we like, we'll put up with that interception. I think these guys, like, this is our first time seeing Bo. We haven't seen Sam. Matt came out of, first time. Like, that's the quarterback position. I mean, to me, in college football, if you got the quarterback position penciled in, and everybody on the team know that this guy is the guy. Like, every time you go out there, that when this guy got the ball in his hand, you got a chance to win. That makes the difference in some of these teams and how you finish these close games. And I think that's the difference in our team right now. Now, we've had the penalties on defense. We've had the silly things, the silly fouls, and, the ball ain't bounced our way sometimes. But I think it's really just the experience of, I'm not sure how many years Kirby's been calling the plays. I can't speak on that. But I think it's the experience and gelling with the coordinators and the players that's running the show, man. If you get a little bit more of that, so you in spring ball, right? You trying to get a battle going. So, I mean, these guys are going after each other. They don't got a chance to just lock in when we know we got the guy. So I think, moving forward, we should have a better offensive operation when it comes to, moving the ball down the field through the air. And obviously the run game is second to none in the SEC.
I like that, Spoon. I think experience would do us some good. My issue is on paper, I don't see young guys, with the exception of Matt.
Yeah.
On paper, I see juniors. I see red
Gotta get some
sophomores.
more of
I'm like, hey, what experience? Guys have played a lot of football, but you're saying they haven't played a lot together. What you got, J-Mac?
Yeah. I think yes. I think experience more so in being in those type of situations where game on the line, being able to have to go down and execute and come up big in a big time game, like being in those type of situations more.
You got to do it.
Now you're gonna look at me and be like, well, Jay, you got 2 years of it now. But I do think like the cohesiveness of like bringing like the guys that are out there, I think is a big deal. But that being said, that's also the world that we're living in, the portal world, man. You're gonna get 15 to 45 new faces every year, or maybe even more than that, right? Look what Dion did. So, while it might, when I say personnel, I mean like talent. It ain't for a lack of talent. It could be like how well the personnel is meshing. It could be that. You know what I mean? So, I do think that obviously if you're not winning the games, like clearly you got to go back to the drawing board and see what you got out there and all that other stuff. But, Spoon talked about the definition of insanity last week, right? Like, or you might have, right? One of y'all said something, right? At some point, like switching it up a little bit, like
that is my thing.
It's tough.
Bro. Maybe I'm still tied into the Mizzou versus Oklahoma of the times when we were there, but when I see, and I will admit, I'm kind of stuck on some of the names. But if Bama comes into town, or we have to go to Oklahoma, or A&M's coming into town, I'm thinking to myself, all right, look, I'm going to try something different. And I'm not saying revamp my entire offense or defense. I'm just saying you're going to see some things that I have not put on film before. And that is because I think it takes that to beat those names. Now, granted, every year those names aren't the same, but that's kind of what I want to see. If I'm looking at a team who is struggling, and I'm not saying we are struggling, but like a team that needs to get over a hump, same thing won't get you over that hump. You just keep running.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair to say we struggled throwing the ball this year. I think that's a fair thing to say.
I'm saying definitely. But I'm saying where? Let me get right into it. Where are the trick plays? Can I see a reverse? Can I see a half?
Watch out, man.
I want to see something. You gotta show me something. No,
this
you
man think he playing Madden.
I'm telling you right now. Mac, hold on, Mac, stop. Who do we play? Was it Bama that went for it on like a fake punt or something like that against us?
No, that was A&M.
Was that A&M that did it?
Yeah.
Like, come on. If the big dog is willing to pull out all the stops, you gonna tell me we sitting here struggling to move the ball? We're not pulling out all the stops? No,
bro. You be talking about. You be talking about off air. You want to run the Fumbarooskies and NSA from Puerto Rico and stuff like that, bro. Like,
I'm with you, Kevin, with being bold, but I'm not with you on like doing some crazy stuff, like just going off the reservation. But there is a time where you might look at that and you might have one in your back pocket per week. Like,
I know you
and you
got
know
one
what?
or two in your back
We
pocket.
might
Hey,
have one in there.
to me, I think this. I think you got to establish an identity, right? An
Yeah.
identity not like from the way you play, but like the type of coach that you are. You know why I love Dan Campbell for the Lions?
Talk to me.
If it's close, he's going for it. He's like I love that mentality. I love they give you 4 downs for a reason. Why am I going to just concede one of my downs and punch you the ball if it's close?
Mm-hmm.
They give me 4 downs for a reason. If it's
True.
anywhere close, like that's the boldness that I believe that you would appreciate if we did more of it, right? Like going
Like
like you
on
said,
Saturday. Like
yeah,
on
like on
Saturday,
Saturday,
we needed it.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah. So with this
yeah,
defense, yes, I would say be bold. Go ahead.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like or the like the just different times throughout the year where like settling for
Can I get
field.
the
No, man, like let's go. Like let's send a message to the team that we're here to win and we're not here to try not to lose. And I think sometimes they get caught in that we're trying not to lose as opposed, hey, we're trying to win the game.
Right. And you don't have to wait until the last drive, the
Or to
last
where it's
opportunity. We're
predictable to
still
where you're
down 2
doing it.
scores, though. You know, we're down 2
Mhm.
scores on the last drive. We make the decision. We're down 2 scores before that,
Yeah.
and we don't make the decision. So, like, I mean, like Max said, sending that message like, hey, man, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it now. And everybody in the building should know that we're going to do it, especially if it's 4th
And,
and 1, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, man. Those are
and
just tough.
and disclaimer, right? It's easy for us to sit here and be like, that's what to do.
Definitely.
We don't know what's going on inside the huddle. We don't know what
Most,
Drink is feeling like. So I'm not questioning. I'm just saying you like me, like
and
I'm always gonna err on the side of aggression.
mhm.
State's quarterfinal game, we scored a touchdown. I came out of onside kick. I'm just sending a message to my team that like we're going to win the game. Like
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm going to take the game.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm going to take the game. Yes,
I love it.
and I love that mentality. I love like that's why I like Dan Campbell. So I don't. If I could play for anybody in the league right now, I love Big Red. He'd still be number 1. Number 2 is Dan Campbell. I would love to
Mhm.
play for him. Would love to play for him.
So
And
hear
Kevin,
me out.
Kevin,
Yeah,
it goes.
go ahead.
I just wanted to chime in on that what
Mhm.
Mac was saying because like it's easy for us to talk about it,
Yeah.
but what Drink is thinking about is like, dang, when the defense is in tough positions, I mean, that's when we give up the scores. You know, like that's like when the ball is
Yeah.
short, the ball. You know, so it's like it's give or take, but like Mac said, the identity and the message you send to the team is like 2 of the biggest things in a football game. Like if you know who you are, and that's just like in life, you know who you are, and you
Hmm.
follow, you check your own patterns, and you keep going forward and doing what you know is best, what you prepared to do. You can take that and say, hey, I did what we do. You know what I'm saying? I got to take that one. That was on me, and he does a great job after every game of
Hmm.
talking about that too. But it's just tough in hindsight.
So look, I'm not necessarily talking about going for it on the 4th down. There are a lot of analytics that can go into that to say, oh, that was a smart decision, or that wasn't a good decision. You can throw all that in, and then sometimes, like Max said, you got to go with the feel of the game. I understand that. I am specifically speaking on
Yeah,
trick plays,
trickery,
like
literally yeah.
trickery.
I'm saying,
You
I'm
tired of
saying,
them
I'm
same old
saying,
plays.
I'm saying I could get with you. I said I could get with you if like that's what you were talking about, just like the boldness and how you approach the
Oh,
game.
okay.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I think like when you start, sometimes when you do too much trickery, it almost becomes like you're desperate, and like you also don't want to send that message either. They're like, hey
Why
guys,
not,
like I don't know if we can beat them. Like
I think, hey, Mac, soon as we
we're
lose
gonna
Mac?
our
throw a
kicker, right?
behind the back pass through the
Soon as we
legs,
lose our
like
kicker,
alley oop.
soon as we lose our kicker,
Yes.
like what's that, the opening? That's when like, okay, our special team unit gonna be the St. Louis Rams in the early 10s. Like,
Man,
like you better look left, you better look right, make sure ain't nobody laying on the numbers over there, make
man,
sure everybody
Like,
done report it because they coming for your neck,
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
oh, you
I'm
don't
good with
sound like
that.
you're good with that.
But no, but like I'm also good with like every game, right? Every game I go into, right? Like once again, much smaller level, but like
Hmm.
I got some type of trick run. I got some type of funky formation, maybe a couple.
wrinkles,
I
baby.
got a double pass, a reverse. I carry that with
So
me every week.
wait. It's Lyndon. Let me talk to the mind of head coaches. You have that going into your week.
Mhm.
If you're going into a week where you are picked to lose, are you more likely to call that? or are you still gonna stick with your guns?
It's a feel, and like I think you're saying that you're walking into these games and you feel like you're a little outmatched. I can say this with 100% confidence. There's not a game that Mizzou walked into this year where they thought they were outmatched,
I'm
That's
so
true,
and
sorry.
that's
Mac.
the
I'm so
difference.
sorry.
That's true,
You're right.
Kevin.
I'm not saying that though. I'm saying as the game is progressing, you
Yeah.
realize, oh, we can't move the ball. Oh, this isn't working. That's when you put the same trick plays you brought into the week.
Ooh. So no
Move them.
contingency plan is what you're
Move
kind of
them.
getting at, Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are
I'm
we
with.
doing? We're gonna just sit there and keep doing what we're doing.
16 yards in the third quarter.
That's what I'm saying.
See, to
Smooth.
me, to me, to me, to
Ooh.
me, it ain't necessarily about trick plays. Maybe it's like, dang, like we ain't ran Q run all day. Like let's go a power read option, or let's do something different.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where my mind doesn't go to trickery. My mind goes, hey, we've been running gap scheme. Hey, let's run inside outside zone right here.
Yes,
Or my
sir.
mind goes, hey, let's throw a duel at him because gap scheme ain't really working right now.
Yeah.
Like that's where my mind goes. It doesn't
What you
go to like,
sound like to
hey,
me, J Mac?
hey, we haven't seen empty already, so like let's throw empty out there.
Yeah.
Right? That's where my mind goes.
What you
But
It
that,
don't
sound
go to
like to
that
like,
me?
Kevin,
hey,
Kevin,
on this
Go
Kevin,
first
me
ahead.
being a
ticket,
defender,
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
me
run
being
Smooth.
a
Go ahead.
defender, Kevin,
first.
you being a defender, you know how much those formations that you haven't seen can feel like a trick play for the
Yeah,
defense, can make
That's
you
yeah,
true.
ante up like, oh, so I love where Mac is going with it. Now I
yeah.
can't say I watched every play of the Mizzou game locked in, because it was an early time for me. I had a gymnastic meet. I'm moving
Mm-hmm.
around watching the game on the phone, so I wasn't able to watch the natural flow of everything. But I would
Mm-hmm.
have
Yeah.
hoped that, you come out and you say, oh, we're gonna give some different looks, man, and we're gonna do some different
Yeah,
things, some wrinkles here and
yeah,
there. And just so we put it out there, see what they're doing and see how they counter it. And if it's successful for us, hey, we make them stop it. If they
Yeah.
stop it, then maybe the zone come back open because we've been running the gap, we've been running the double. I mean, it's just
listen,
it is what it is. I mean, the result is what it is, but
listen.
you gotta do it.
Scripted in my first 10, I always come out with a formation that they haven't seen us do,
I love it,
just to
man.
see how they gonna line up to it. So whether it's a tackle over with a wing, whether I got number 4 in a different spot that I normally don't have him in, like
Mm-hmm.
I always come out and give you something different than you haven't seen to see how you're gonna line it. Or,
I ain't
hey,
gonna lie, that's who we need, number 4.
Yeah. Bring him. Bring him.
he will
That's who
help.
we need.
He will
It's
help.
it's some man.
Look. Look.
If people that's listening and y'all know J Mac got I mean,
A stud.
All American, just perennial All American, grown man out there. We watched him make a run about 3 weeks ago.
Ridiculous.
He caught a tunnel
Ridiculous.
screen. He caught a tunnel screen and broke tackles for 53 in the third, going this way, and hit the other sideline and outran the
I
defense.
ran everyone. So yeah, we do need
And
him.
probably
When
ain't
you
gonna
talk
play
about
defense in college,
personnel,
play offense in college. It's crazy.
you talk about personnel. I'll take him. But look, Mac, I'm gonna tell you the way you're
Go ahead.
speaking to me right now. It sounds
What's
like
up?
someone like a coach who is speaking from a position of privilege. You haven't been desperate enough. If all you saying is I'm gonna change my formations to trick you, then you ain't desperate enough. I need little giants. What are we talking about? I need you to be desperate, dog. The replacements. What are we talking
I,
about?
I
That's what I want
I
to see.
also have an I also have an ego to the point where like I feel like I can get my team prepared to go out and compete with anybody because I feel like as coach
And it,
my coaching staff I feel like we do a really good job of one doing that but also like granted a lot of it's on the kids, right? And I tell my kids this
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Like like I'm only a guide, right? They're actually driving the boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're picking where to go. Like I can guide you, but like y'all operating this thing. But we do a really good job, bro, of instilling the confidence in our kids that it don't matter like who we got going on. Like y'all can go out here and y'all if y'all go out here and prepare the right way and go out there and execute and compete, you're gonna be all right. So maybe what you're saying is right, but like I don't know. I
I'm gonna tell you right
trick
now, Mac.
plays are just
You,
what they
you
are, man. Like
look, Mac. See, listen, audience fans. J Mac is
oh
coaching a high
man.
school team that will go out there and the quarterback in high school will throw for damn near 400 yards. Like I'm telling you, J Mac, I feel you what you're saying, and yes, if you can put him in position to
he
win
just scored
every week.
70.
We just scored 70 points, dog. Like cool it with that, dog. Like I'm with you, but cut it out, dog. You're not out here struggling. You're not hungry enough. I need you to
And
eat
what we're
hungry, dog.
seeing,
What are you
Kevin,
saying? Yeah.
and what we're seeing is like,
All right.
You good? Go ahead, Spoon. What were you
but Kevin,
saying?
I'm seeing what you saying, Kevin. Like, I mean, if you got this stuff in your back pocket, I mean, it's like timeouts, right? Like, you can't use them at home, right? So
You
if you're in
can't,
if it's a chance to where we can get back in the game, especially these type of games we've been in. I mean, only one team has kicked our butt,
bro.
and that was
17-6. It's not a blowout by
right.
any
I mean,
means.
we got to steal a possession. We got to do, it's something because they're doing it to us. You know what I'm saying? Like they're
I
running
want
fake
to.
field goals, fake
That's what
kicks
I'm
when they up
saying,
on us. They
dog.
trying to take our neck, and we kind of just going out there and be like, you remember Michelle that said it, old man football. That's what we used to think about the SEC, and now that's kind of how we go about it. We gonna run that zone, and you gonna have to
Yes,
stop it. And if you do stop it, now it's gonna be on our quarterback to do it. But I ain't gonna lie, man, we still had chances in that game, man.
Yeah.
Regardless, I think
no, we
Drink is
did.
on the road trying to keep that thing tight. Trying to keep that thing tight, man. There was some plays that were left out there. Some unblocked people running off the edge, block kicks. I
I think
mean,
Give me
it's
I
one
think one
of
of the
these
biggest
Lakers.
fears. I think one of the biggest fears of a head coach is okay in a trick play and it not working and you looking stupid. That is a fear of a head coach.
No, whoa.
They be like, yo, like what are y'all doing out here? Like, who calls
Wait.
that?
Stop.
Who okayed that?
I'm
That's
not
a
that's
fear
like
of
an
a head
all-out
coach.
blitz for me on defense, calling the plays. Like I go zero, I'm like,
look.
oh man,
I'm not saying
why did I
go
do that?
crazy and do it every drive. I'm just saying when you need one, give me. You got Hardy. Everybody's keying him. Give me a flea flicker, man. Come on. You think it's not gonna work?
I'm with that. I'm good. I'm
Hook,
good with that.
I don't think you with that. I
hook
don't
and
think you with
lateral.
me. That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
What are we doing?
the Bills executed one so perfectly the other day.
They did.
They lost
And,
the game.
and they got Josh Allen. Come on, man. Try something, is what I'm telling you to do. If Josh Allen is leading your team and you got wrinkles and trickery with Josh Allen, I've seen Andy get creative, and he got Patrick Mahomes, who you two claim to be the best ever. So do something. What are
Hey,
we
if you're
talking about,
watching,
dog?
if you're
You saw him
watching,
last week, did you, boy?
Don't start that. Don't start that, J-Mac. Don't start that.
if you okay, all right, we'll save it for another time.
Well, I put it out there.
He,
These two
he
said
threw for like three. He threw for like
no,
360.
he did his thing.
Hey,
Had a
These
pick.
two said that.
Run. Another time.
Okay. Let's get into.
We need a whole show for that.
We do. Let's get into Arkansas before we leave. Arkansas sitting at 2-9, but it is the SEC, as J Mac always says, and it's a rival game. And I think we saw Texas beat Oklahoma in a rival game. It's always like it can get dirty. So what do we do? I really think I look at Arkansas like the same way I saw Mississippi State. Let's come out there and run the ball right down their throat and see if we can stop it. I don't think they can, but it's a rivalry game. So what do we do to make sure we leave the Arkansas game with a W, Spoon?
Play action pass on the first play of the game. Take the top off.
Ooh.
And if
The message.
if it go incomplete, shotgun and throw a quick screen. And if you don't get that one, you run the dagger. You know what I'm saying? You run the dagger, 2 up the seam, and a 15-yard dig by number 1. Man, it ain't that hard, dog. You gotta have time to do it.
I love it.
And then you can go to the Hardy train, right? Then you can go to the Hardy train. But I think we gotta throw off some tendencies, man. You know the defense is gonna do what they do, man. Arkansas don't got enough. They don't got enough, man. Our guys gonna be out there flying around them bookends we got, that middle linebacker we got. There's some special guys, man. I know we gonna come to play, but I think we have to go out and be aggressive. That's just be aggressive, man. You be aggressive, like the cheerleaders say. Be aggressive.
I'm gonna say this. Arkansas can actually score some points.
Listen,
Listen.
Ole Miss 41-35 loss. Tennessee
points.
34-31 loss. Texas
That's
A&M
points.
45-42 loss. So
They
like
not gonna score no points against Missouri.
They're
not gonna score no points against Missouri.
Hey, it's gonna be tough, but it's a rival game, so that's why like I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, man, we could potentially be in the shootout, man.
Oh no, I don't want to see that, man. I do not want to see that, man.
Just say a shootout, J Mac.
We got guns too. We got guns. They got guns. We got guns.
I'm just saying, like
You
it
read
ain't,
my
it
mind.
ain't,
I was
it
like,
ain't.
what
Listen,
nuts?
listen, guys. They scored a season low, right? 13 points against Notre Dame. Everybody else,
Points.
they put up points on.
They can
They have.
score the ball. They can score, dog.
They just can't stop nobody.
Look. QB is thrown for 2,600, almost 2,700, 19 touchdowns. They got a 1,000-yard rusher. They got a 700-yard receiving.
I like they back too. But this is a stat game for
Wow.
Hardy, man. This is another stat game.
It should
It's
be.
another stat game.
It should be. And with the exception of, I think Texas is a pretty good defense. I don't know what other defense they've seen that is as good as Missouri's, though. Like Tennessee,
You
no.
got to.
Go ahead, Spoon.
The only thing in college football that get me scared is interior linemen. I don't care about no pass rush, none of that. You got to set the edge. That's the main thing. But college football, you got to run the ball. If the interior lineman can get pushed, and the outside lineman can stop that edge and keep that outside arm free, and them linebackers can run, you ain't gonna be able to run the ball. So if we can control them on the inside, we're gonna run the zone. The linebackers gonna be flowing too fast, Hardy gonna be cutting back. That's gonna be the game, man. Now I want to see us go out there and throw the ball, but I guarantee if they don't have men in the inside that can dictate the game, which I don't think, because they can't stop nobody in college football. So I think we're gonna control that line of scrimmage just like we've been doing against teams that are a little bit less talented than us.
Yeah. Good key word. We got to be less talented. If it's on par, it's scary hours. But you know, a little bit less talented. Mississippi State, they didn't quite have the guys, and we exposed them. Arkansas, man, I just hate that this is a 2-9 team, because I think they are a little bit better than 2-9.
Yeah.
And we got to see them, and I don't want to see them like that. So give me your score predictions, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm nervous. So give me your score predictions, and I'll keep mine last. But I've been drastically wrong with score predictions. But go ahead.
I'm going 28-14. 28-14 Mizzou on the road, man. Let's get the win. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
28. I like. We run that ball, we can get 28. We don't run that ball, we might get 6. It's just what happened with us.
I love the honesty, though. J-Mac, give me your score prediction.
Man, I think it's gonna be high scoring. I know y'all gonna call me crazy, but I think so.
You are crazy.
I think so. I'm gonna go 45. I'm gonna go 45-31.
Yo, what is wrong with him, dog? This is my dog. That's crazy.
We got the same margin, though. We got the same margin.
I'm gonna go 45-31.
Hold on, J-Mac. 45.
What am I?
Kevin, we scored the second most points in the SEC this year last week.
We hit 49, but we also scored twice on defense, and we had a running back have 300 yards. Fool's gold for the points. It's not real. It's not what happen every weekend, dog. Mac, you're going crazy.
Hey, but it'd be nice you see the quarterback for a second week in a row coming back. I mean, we get some run game out of him, I think.
45-31.
45-31. All right, then let me come in the door and be realistic. I think Spoon was actually realistic, but Mac playing video games. So I'm gonna go out and say Mizzou can win this game.
Dang it.
20.
That sound bad when you say that. Mizzou can win this game. Whoa.
20-17. 20-17. I don't see us blowing out.
Game winning kick.
We're not gonna do that. We're gonna get that early. We're gonna make some game winning stands.
We're gonna hold it. All
Defense
right,
gonna hold them. Defense gonna hold them. But with game winning, I don't even know if we would even attempt a game winning field goal. We might go for it instead of game winning field goal. So give me 2017.
Hey, shout out to the thicker kicker, man. Made his first kick last night in the NFL, man, for the Rams.
Oh, I think he was with the Rams.
Yeah, man, my ZZOU, man. First kick last night in a blowout too. They was on the Bucks.
Yeah, bad Bucks, and they're normally a good team. That looked bad. All right, anything else for break? Anything else you got? Offense, defense, just Missouri in general. Anything else before we break? You're giving your score predictions. I think something in your mind.
Any shakeups in the top 12? Any shakeups in the top 12 for us?
About the top 12
college football playoff.
So J-Mac made
it was pretty standard.
Mac texted me. He texted us the other day, and he was like, "You're gonna be upset." And was he correct? I want to look at Notre Dame for a second, guys. And I know there's people who hate that I attack Notre Dame, but Notre Dame, you're going to get into the playoff,
Safe.
huh? Safe.
Notre Dame is safe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stanford
that's
won't
safe.
beat them. They just beat the brakes off of Syracuse, which is crazy. Syracuse could do better, but they beat the brakes off of Syracuse, scored 70 points. Their quarterback threw for 49 yards total.
Hey,
Love
they
had
got a boy
171.
named Love.
He had
It's a
he
boy named Love,
he had
averaged
171.
21 a pop. 21 a pop last week. Hey, him and
Love,
Hardy. Hey, if
yeah,
Hardy was at Notre Dame, if Hardy was at Notre Dame, man, he'd be at that New York City.
he
But
would, he would.
hey,
But
that boy Love, Love special, man. I like the Lou now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is another year where I hope Notre Dame makes the playoffs, and I hope they get thrashed at whatever round they're in, because I need people to see them for who they are and stop putting them so high. Even though last year they had a good
Well,
run
they
in the
played in
playoffs.
the national championship game
I'm just
last year,
saying what's
man.
going to
What you
continue to happen
talking about?
this
They got a
year.
hard-nosed football team, Kevin. I'm gonna just tell you this, man. You know when people love that football,
I just can't
you,
see
you,
it.
you can see when they love that when a quarterback come in there, put his head down for them 2 yards. He don't even, man. I'm telling
Frank,
you, bro. You watch him play, bro. Watch,
it's
watch,
it's
watch him play.
it's the teams
Hey,
that
I got it. I
really
got it.
probably
I
more
got
than
it.
that.
I got a better one to talk.
What
I got something better to talk about.
what you got there,
What you
man?
got,
Who do
Mac
we
man?
want to? What G5 do we want to see? James Madison or North Texas?
Neither.
Who do we want to see in there?
I don't want to see either one.
Hey,
Do we? Are you
ooh,
making me
boy,
choose?
it's some two lost teams out there crying about that
Come
G5
on,
spot,
man. What
boy.
are we
God,
doing?
man,
And
that don't
North
make no
Texas
sense, bro.
can score the ball. They can really fill up a stat sheet. But are we serious?
Against who?
Prime, great point. Against who? Who are they?
Yeah, bro.
Mac, no. You making this answer, or is just like answer if we want to?
Yeah, yeah, you
Then give
got
me
to
North
answer.
Texas
Yeah, it's
because
part.
they have shown that they can fill up a stat sheet. But I think you put them against Ohio State, or Indiana, or Tennessee, or Oklahoma, and it is ugly early.
Give me James Madison because I ain't gonna lie, man. They just love the football. I can see the love of the game when I watch people play. Dog. Like he love that ball. He love
It's
that
just
ball right there.
it's
They
not
don't care
enough.
about your name, your number. They got a good coach, and Buddy came from there too, didn't he, Mac? Um,
Let me
Signotti
see.
was there, wasn't
Oh, from Indiana,
Where?
was it?
Yeah, yeah,
James
yeah,
he?
yeah,
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 before
yeah,
that?
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
it's about culture. It's about tradition. It's about man. One of the best guards I ever played against, man. Earl Watford, James Madison legend.
Hold on,
Earl Watford, man, played with
let
me in
me
Arizona. Ooh, he put some
let me
hands on
look
some people, boy.
at
He
the
loved James Madison
James
too. Shout out.
Madison Dukes. Nah, James. James, I'm sorry.
They
James
came
would be
they came back and beat Wazoo though, Kevin. They
they
came back
did
and beat Wazoo. Wazoo was winning that half.
24-20. They beat them.
Hey,
They beat them. And
don't sleep.
they have
They play some
Coastal
good
next.
ball. They just ain't gonna have enough. But I'm gonna take them over North Texas, man, because the best North Texas team in Dallas is who went and stayed up there. Who in high school? That's probably the best team. Who out there
Duncanville,
went
probably.
in Dallas?
Duncanville.
Duncanville better than North Texas.
Oh no,
That's
oh
crazy.
no.
I love it though. Look, I'm looking at the stats from James Madison, and it's just not enough given who they play against. You got a quarterback who's got 2,200, which is good, but I mean, who are you playing against?
You can't put them against
Who do they
them
play?
top four
Matter of
teams. I
fact,
know that.
since you brought it up, who do they play if they are the Group 5 they get in? Who do they play first round?
Well, they'll be well this year they'll be probably 11 and I mean 12. Cause
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they'll be at 12.
So they'll play
Uh,
five.
they'll
Come
play
on,
5 right now as it stands is Oregon.
come on, dog, come on. Yo,
Yeah,
Oregon will beat the
Oregon
brakes off of
like
Oklahoma
Pacific
right now.
Northwest Georgia.
What are you saying? Oregon will beat the brakes off of Oklahoma right now. And you think James Madison won't stand
Or
a chance? It's going to get ugly for them.
Oregon.
And the reason I don't want James Madison or the North Texas of the world to have to go in that arena is because I feel bad for the confidence of those players to have to be whooping everybody all year long just to go and play against the big boys and understand you're just not there yet. It's
Nah,
not enough.
hey, uh-uh.
Talk to
Them
me,
boys
Stone.
thinking it's a money game. I'm about to show these folks. How I get out. We gonna get a
You can
chance to play
show.
against the best. Hey,
You can show it
they ain't gonna be
you
sad.
get hit in the
They gonna
mouth.
it's gonna be good on their resume. But maybe they get hit in the mouth. Maybe the committee get it right and start getting the dang right teams in there. You know what I'm saying? We can't continue to keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting, you know what I'm saying,
Different
the same
results,
result.
yes.
That's the
Yeah.
insanity thing we was talking about, right? So maybe you know, you gotta show this to get it right because there's too many good football teams that's
Too many.
missing out on the opportunity.
Too many. And maybe you, both of you guys mentioned it early this year. We got to extend the playoff. We have to. We have to. We
Yeah.
can't have, you know, these great football teams who are outside looking in, trying to find a way. And just because I have to get Group 5 in there, now I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate. And maybe that's what
And
we got to do.
how do you can you buy yourself out these conferences? Can you buy yourself out of a P4 and go join a Group 5 so you can get in there? I mean, you can't get in with all these dang teams in your conference.
Hey,
I know it's a lot of money on the table.
It's actually a great idea. I would leave if I could.
Yeah, the money.
It's too much
money.
bank.
Yeah, the money.
It's crazy.
Man, anyway, but
I need some of that Notre Dame.
Spoon picked James Madison. I'm picking North Texas. J-Man, who would you take out of Group 5?
I think the team I would want to see would be Tulane, but they need James Madison and North Texas both to lose.
Not happening. Who does North Texas have,
good
have
program.
left? Let me see. North Texas will play for their final game Temple. Did we play Temple? Temple's 5-6.
We play UMass.
Oh, Temple is 5-6. North Texas is 10-1. I want to see the Mean Green make it because I like that they fill up the stat sheet. And if you're gonna come in and have to play the number 5 in the country, I want to see a team that's going to go out swinging, and I think North Texas will go out swinging. I mean, their quarterback, dog.
Okay, I feel you.
He just threw for 469 yards versus Rice. Like,
yeah, that's what they do though. It's like that old school, you know, Eric Morris. Like I said, that old school, that Texas Tech slot receiver we played against. Yeah, so he's got that type of mentality.
But hold on, J-Mac. Hold on. He threw for 469 yards. He only threw the ball 23 times.
Yeah, they throw that thing downfield, bro.
He completed 19.
He threw the ball. That quarterback threw the ball for over 600 yards one game this year.
All right.
Did you know that?
All right. Who's the coordinator?
He threw the ball for 600 yards against.
Who they were playing? The School of the Blind?
Against Charlotte.
They may have been, but
hey, did you know? Like, if you go back into the archives, you'll see like teams playing like the engineering program at this school, like in the Tennessee had like they might be playing a group of. Bro, go back into the archives of these games and see who these people was playing. So all these wins that they say all these people got, a lot of them wins, man, they looking funny now if you go back and look at it, dog. Because some of them people play some people they wasn't supposed to be on the field with.
Yeah. North Texas lost to USF. And we don't know what USF is doing right now. So I just don't know even if they make it.
They were supposed to be the ones.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly, man. So that's my answer. Give me North Texas, but either way, they'll probably get blown out in whatever round they reach. Out the gate.
I like James Madison because they've been coming up quick. Like they just jumped in there and doing their thing. Like they ain't been in here long, but they getting after it.
We'll see. Well, look, fellas. Once again, it was a great night, man. I am Kevin Rutland. I'm here with Jeremy Maclin and Sean Weatherspoon. We are the True Sons. This is brought to you by the Players Lounge, man. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see you again next week.